the salami in the middle of the two pieces of bread.
Where the bread,
welcome back to the channel. The salami is in the middle. The salami is back. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Rob.
Boy.
We're doing the movie draft show. Pete, Adsey's back. What's going on, guys?
Not much. Good to be here with you two.
We're getting a bit Jacko Wacko.
Oh, man. I have been hanging to do Jack Nicholson. I love him.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is just his movies make me laugh even when they're serious because the expressions that he does on his face. But we're doing Jack Nicholson. Who can do the best box set? This is going to be fun as all hell. We've got to say g'day to Grandpa because Grandpa is the judge and he watches from the bar.
Nice.
So g'day, Grandpa. What's going on?
Is it true he did a movie with Helen Hunt? Fuck this.
It's true. It's true, Grandpa.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Not like
He
Helen
is
Hunt.
not a fan of Helen Hunt at
No.
all.
No.
Gramps. We got rules. We're going to spin the wheel to make a deal. So who's going to come first? Spin the wheel first pick. Who can pick the best box set? Viewers, they will vote best box set in the poll in the community section of YouTube. And then we'll tally them up for the end of the year to see who the ultimate winner is and who comes last to do a Helen Hunt review. So let's add to the stage the wheel. Let's see who gets first pick. Adsey still has not had a first pick, and I really don't want him to have first pick on
It's
this
not
one.
his
So
night. Nah.
looks like Pete
Oh,
again. Pete, how many
jeez.
first picks do you
Petey.
want? It's awesome.
Sugar.
Woo.
All right, and this is the dreaded one, Adsey. Who gets the
Yeah,
middle?
right.
Adsey?
I don't want the fucking middle.
Get
I
over
don't
and
want-
done.
Not on this one. Nah, you don't.
I've got the middle again.
Wow.
Oh. Can I get the middle? Oh, no, Rob.
Nah, I've got
No,
the
no,
middle.
Rob's it.
All right.
Two
Same
weeks.
as last time.
2 weeks.
Nah,
in a
this
row.
sucks. This sucks for this one. No. I know what I'm going to get last.
Oh, boy.
I don't want to be in the middle. It's on you,
No.
Pete.
Well,
Oh,
Oh,
it's
lost
frozen.
your pick.
We lost Pete.
We lost Pete.
We
No.
lost
look,
Peter. First
let's
pick.
just dump into it. Night.
Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Straight into
There we
it.
go. We got you, sir.
1980s The Shining. Look, do I really need to explain this movie? Not really at all.
No.
It's just fantastic. Yeah, come on, 4K. Look, Jack Nicholson's
DVD.
just
1080.
nice.
1080.
Woo. And that would have a good audio track as well. Look, this doesn't need any introduction whatsoever. If it does, just stop this and go watch it and then come back.
Yes.
Jack Nicholson is just a normal man who goes deeply crazy with an axe. It's quotable, it's phenomenal, it's creepy, it's unsettling, it's disturbing. Take a pick. It's great. I love it.
It is
There it
a
is.
really.
Oh,
Look
where's
at
that
that one.
one click? Where's the one click? I know you got a
It's-
one click in
oh.
there, mate.
Yeah, no, but if I stand up, no, I'm not. Because
Yeah, no, you
It's
don't
just
want
the
to stand
kitchen
up.
pantry. Just do it.
You don't want him standing up.
Who cares? Who cares?
Bang.
He's g-
Shut up.
Wax.
There we
There it
go.
is. One click,
Nice.
baby. Yeah, thank
Look
you.
at that.
Yeah.
Look at
Number
that.
on the bottom. If anyone
So
thinks I'm
good.
bullshitting,
Oh, authentication.
yeah.
197
197. Good number.
Of 200.
out of 200.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good collection. But this is a
All
must
right.
own.
Did
Like,
anyone
if you,
see anything?
Yeah, we saw your cockatoo balls. This is a must see, and this is
Yes.
this is 100% a must see, a must own.
yes.
It's got a good story too. It's a little bit of a slow burn, but how good is this? Yeah. How good is the scenery? How good is the scenery at the start, just when the camera is panning over
Yeah.
to the hotel?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. One of Adsey's girls is in the movie coming out of the bathtub. So if you if you watch that. If you watch
It's
that
funny 'cause
scene,
it's true.
Yeah.
I love it. But no, great film. Please get on it. It's unpredictable as all hell. And also, I don't know what your thoughts are, but Dr. Sleep is also great too. Which
Yeah.
is a certified sequel, and that's also very respectful to the original material. But Yeah, this has to be on top for me, man. It's just phenomenal. I love it. It's brilliant.
It is phenomenal.
Phenomenal. That's my quote.
It is.
Damn you.
It is. It's a freaking bloody good number one. But I would have actually chose it, fellas, as my number two. So I still get to pick my number one. This is one of my top 10 movies of all time. Absolutely love this movie.
Yeah, I know.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I'm cooked.
That's worthy.
I can watch this and watch this and watch this. And the thing is, you're not supposed to laugh when you watch this.
No.
You're not supposed to. It's not
Kind
made
of.
to make you
Kind
laugh. But Danny DeVito, Jack Nicholson, they make me laugh. When Danny DeVito is sitting there, he's like, and then you got freaking Christopher Lloyd, who's like got a cigarette in his freaking thing. He's like, oh man! And Jack Nicholson's just there laughing and stirring shit up, pissing himself laughing. This is insane. And Chief is awesome. Chief,
yes, yes.
But and the nurse is great. The lady that plays
Nurse Ratchet. Yeah.
Nurse
Louise
Ratchet.
Fletcher won the Oscar. She totally deserved it.
Did
But
she?
the big thing about this film is it's about human nature and about life and about living the fucking thing, you know, and that's the whole point of the film, you know, the whole
It's
ending.
fragile.
I'm not going to spoil it if anyone hasn't seen it, but what Chief does, he's about to live his life, you know. I kind of just spoiled it, but I mean, the whole film is about Jack Nicholson showing a bunch of guys who they might have, and some of them have checked themselves in, you know, voluntary. You know, they're not all, you know, and a lot of people think that people in, you know, call them nut houses, but they're not. They're just like, you know, and and like, but people who are in there, they're all nuts, and they're not. Some of them just need a little break from society.
Well, one of them is only in there because of his wife.
Oh, he's great. He's such
awesome.
a good actor, and like, but just sometimes you just need a little breather from life, and like, and Jack Nicholson shows them, you know, just, you know, how life can be fantastic. And that scene where Jack sits down and watches the baseball game with the TV off is just, I mean, the film is a magical masterpiece. I can't believe I just said that because I sound a bit, but anyway.
It is one of the best films ever made. It really is.
Yeah, it is a film too. You only have to watch it once, and it will never. I've said it before in other films. This is one that will stay with you, particularly the ending, and even just the music, the eerie music that sort of consumes you, and you know, you might be in a little bit of a trance afterwards, but it's heavy, but it really does stay with you. So you watch it once, you will not forget it. You may rewatch it because it is very good with its performances. The themes are great. Everything, all of that's really good. But if you only watch it once, you won't forget it. Like even when you're dead, you'll remember it. It's hard hitting and it's very well done. No wonder it did well. So yeah.
If you haven't seen it, get it, because it basically, here's a story for you. The moral of the story: you can try and fuck the system, but in the end, the system will fuck you. You can't trick the system. So
no, 100%. Yeah. Jackie Boy learns that the hard way, but
Yes.
But
brother, you get two bangers in a row, man.
Both of them are in my top 20 of all time, and The Shining is my number one horror film ever made. So well done, dickheads. Joking.
Angry, so angry.
That's what you get for being freaking at the end of the line.
Don't let Kate hear that language. Personal joke, sorry.
Yes. I'm going to go. All right, I got to go. This A Few Good Men. For me, what a film. Yeah, I got the 4K too. Woo! And it looks gorgeous.
Yes.
But for me, like, you got Tom Cruise, you got Demi Moore, you've got Kevin Bacon, you got Kiefer Sutherland. But for me, there's one performance in this film and one only, and it's that of Jackie Boy. He is so good in this. And he's only in it for 3 scenes. You know, that scene where he at the lunch, you know, with Tom and Demi. and Kiefer, and basically just completely rips into all of them. And then the scene discussing the code red with Kiefer and JT Walsh, and then the ending. I mean,
who doesn't quote the ending? Who does not quote it? Like, everyone quotes the ending all the time. You can't handle the truth. I saw a meme about it today. Like, it is continually being quoted forever.
Yeah,
like, it is.
You know, more than "I'll be back." I reckon people quote "You can't handle the truth." Like, honestly,
not more than "I'll be back." Stop it.
Well, it's close.
Just
so I'll put
opinion.
It that way.
It's all right. Calm down.
But I
just only just beats. We need a bigger boat. Okay.
Oh,
and
true.
To find out that he only did 2 takes of that whole sequence.
Did he?
With Rob Reiner, Jack Nicholson, that whole speech, 2 takes. Right, so you think 2 takes, that would have probably lasted 2 hours, 3 hours. That's amazing. And
money well made.
Everyone working, Tom, Demi, the whole crew, they were just like, huh? And Jack apparently was just sitting there, are we going to do the lines or not? To Rob Reiner, the director, are we going to do them, Rob, or am I going to sit here all day eating a sandwich? And it's like, he what a legend, and just the fact that he could do that. He was born to be an actor, Jack. He's top 3. And
his lunch. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
His lunch scene, that introduction really sets him up very clearly what kind of guy he's going to be. And imagine being Cruisy Baby talking to him, during that scene. You didn't ask me nicely. I want some courtesy. If I was Cruz as an actor, I'd be very I'd be feeling pretty tense. Just to talk. I mean, acting against Jack Nicholson must be scary as it is, right? But that scene alone, I mean, it's fierce, it's tense. They're just having lunch. What's so tense about it? But it is. He kills it with the cigar and everything. It's just like whatever, crack off. It's brilliant. Brilliant film.
Well, and I'm pretty sure he improvised a lot of that as well. Yeah. And he's one of the great improvisers. Yeah.
You can tell in a lot of his movies he improvises.
Yeah. I can't say what he says because but he completely nails it. Pete's right, 100%, and it's one of those scenes that you'll never forget, and it's a way to kick off a character who instantly what he's all about, and
100%.
But and I'm again. This one's hard, but I'm doing it.
Better pick a good
Another
one.
supporting character. I'm going The Departed.
We all had it next.
We all had it next. Damn you!
We all had it. We all had it next.
That was simultaneous. That was so awesome.
We knew you were going to do it.
Yeah.
Predictable.
Why wouldn't I?
Because we all wanted it. It's on top of our
I got the Steely. This one's a lot easier to get than the Shining one.
Yes.
I got the Steely. Nice. But with this film, the opening, half the shit, I can't quote it because it's all filled with either racial or lots of horrible shit that he says. But no one gives it to you. You have to take it. And that whole opening with him and Colin as a young man, you like comic books, bologna and cheese and
what about his rat impression? He does a bloody good rat impression. I smell a rat, and he's like, he's so good.
Yeah. I smell a
that
rat.
Would have ad-libbed. Yeah.
And the bit where he takes out he took out a real gun in the scene with DiCaprio. He literally dropped that scene where they're facing off against each other, and he's like, I smell a rat. And DiCaprio's like, I'm not the fucking rat, Frank. I'm not the fucking rat. And he drops the gun, and you think, oh, that must be a prop. And Jack brought a live gun, right? And you could see DiCaprio's reaction. He's like, that's a hot gun.
Yeah, shit. I didn't know that.
Just shit like that, where he freaks everyone out with his antics. But and just walking around the restaurant with blood all over his arms after being chopped up. Yeah. It's just
his
wicked,
character is so good in it. He's such a criminal. So good. Don't want to give anything away about this movie because you need to watch it. But it's good. It really is a really good story to follow. You just can't stop following this story from the start to the end, and you're just like, and in the end, you're like, fuck off. And
we're talking about Jack Nicholson. Well. We're talking about Jack Nicholson tonight, but all the performances on this one is huge. Like I saw it twice in cinemas. I was looking for an excuse to go see it a third time. I loved it.
I saw it 3 times.
There you go. Nice. There you go. You didn't go with me though. That's why. Yeah. But yeah, it is a must watch. It's 5 out of 5 for me as well. Like, so good.
Yes, Jack was so good. Wahlberg was actually my favorite character in it. He was such an asshole. He was such an asshole.
He didn't like the wig that he had to wear though. That's the thing that made him angry the most, and it probably helped him do the role better. He had to wear a wig for the role. He had to wear a wig on.
Yeah, he had a wig. Yeah.
And he hated it. It pissed him right off.
Didn't know that.
No, it's a wig. I'm the guy doing it. I'm the guy doing
that whole scene. That whole scene with where he's interviewing Leo, and he's like, again, half the shit won't fly today, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he rides everyone.
It's wicked.
People are out there. They're like Indians. Damn it! Like he's great. Hard. Shout out Wahlberg. I know you're watching, buddy.
Yeah, Wahlberg.
We love Wahlburgers.
My thing on Feds, they're like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dark. Yeah, you ladies have a good day.
So good. But Jackie Boy's great as well.
Yeah.
1989, boys. It's my turn.
Oh.
We're going Batman.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we're going Batman. I've only got the DVD. I don't have Blu-ray.
That's a good one.
I've got them all on. But it's double. Hey, it's double disc special edition Batmans, and there's good old Jackie on there as the Joker. So Jack Nicholson plays the Joker, and what a goddamn good Joker he plays. Makes me laugh. I really appreciated that they dressed him up in purple, like the comic book and old school and all that. But he is just, his lines that he comes out with, I don't know if he imprompted a lot of this stuff as well, but everything about it is so good. My favorite scene of this movie, everyone would have seen this, I don't have to get into detail, but my favorite scene is when they're looting that place and they've got the Bat song on, and he's got the stereo on his shoulder, and they're spray painting the walls, spray painting the Mona Lisa or whatever it was on the wall and all that. Just brilliant. Yeah, just his walk, the way he walks and talks and everything about it. Loved it. I would have loved to have seen him in Batman Returns, but anyway.
I saw that as a kid in primary school, and that Batman film, when it was out on VHS, came out the same time as Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I remember renting both of those as a double feature with my family, and I watched Batman. I kid you not, the Joker gave me nightmares, man. Like, he is so... Especially when he shakes that dude's hand and just fries him up. And he's laughing about it. Like, and this is PG to this day. The dude burns a dude with a hand buzzer, and he's like, I'm glad you're dead. And it's like, he's got the grit. Like, forget Saw, man. This is creepy stuff as a kid stuff. Like, because, he's like got the face mask thing on, putting acid on people's faces. This dude's a sick Joker, but he is, for me, my Joker. I know people are going to turn off after I say it. Get over it. But he is my Joker. 100%. I think he's...
That's it.
Yeah. And he did really well with the finance of that film too. Like, he walked away with a nice big paycheck, got top billing for that film, and he deserved it. He is brilliant. So, good pick, man. That was on my list next.
I was going to say, I have so many people, fucking, they will kill each other if you freaking say someone's better than Heath Ledger and all that.
Heath Ledger?
Jack Nicholson was my Joker. Yeah. That was my Joker. Like, some 100%. People will probably say the friggin' original Batman Pow Schmack Kabam Joker is probably the best Joker.
No one's going to say that, Rob. No one's going to say that.
The woke kids of today are probably going to say Jared Leto or whatever, but,
Oh, God.
Here's my favourite.
I certainly hope not.
Look, my favourite Joker.
Wow.
I think if you either say, if you say Jack, if you say Heath, if you say Joaquin, they're the best. Those three are the best Jokers, hands down, and like, who cares what ranking you've got them in? Or
they're from different multiverses. They can have favourites from every different multiverse.
Exactly,
exactly.
They all exist.
Right. Pete gets 2 in a row, you bastard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys too. All right, let's get serious. This one is a must own for me as well. Although I'm guilty, I haven't watched it as much as I would like, but it was so good that it even got a sequel. But unfortunately, it wasn't as good as the original. If you haven't been there, you should visit Chinatown.
Oh, nice.
We all love a little bit of a detective noir story, but it is a little typical at first. A guy gets given a case, he investigates it, and of course, there's a lot more going on to the story. The ending of this film, it's kind of like Cuckoo's Nest, where again you kind of only have to watch it once. You hear that one line. I'm not going to say it, but again, you're like, damn, that hits hard. It's very well delivered.
Oh, it's not a spoiler. Forget it, Jack. Forget it, Jack. It's Chinatown.
Yeah, that's right. Forget it, Jack. It's Chinatown. I know, but I was just saying it's...
No one knows. No one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. But look, I really do enjoy it, and I sincerely think that Jack Nicholson's very good because this case is very baffling to him. There's someone of interest involved, and the list goes on. The case gets bigger and bigger and heavier, and you think things are going to conclude one way, and it concludes the direct opposite. And you're thinking, this is just heavy stuff. Now, the sequel, I've not seen it for those playing at home. The sequel is actually called Two Jacks, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
Two Jakes.
Apparently it's not as good, so I'm scared to watch it. I do love the cover art, though. Available on DVD, out of print. But I haven't brought myself to watch the sequel because I enjoyed this a little too much. And Jack Nicholson ended up directing the sequel as well. So there's some trivia for you playing at home.
I didn't like the sequel.
I didn't either.
You didn't? Okay.
No,
well,
I didn't like it.
Yeah, that puts me off from watching it, so there you go. But jumping onto my next one, I was a young Sparrow's fart working at Video Easy in 2001, and a little preview tape came my way, and I watched it. I knew nothing about it, and I loved it, and I saw this film called The Pledge.
Yes.
BANGA.
Which has been directed by Sean Penn. Now, this is a box set.
Nice.
This is pretty crap. It's only got 2 movies on it. My box set's got 5 movies on it, so get on it. The Pledge. Let's talk about this. This doesn't get spoken about enough. The thing that really ticks me off about The Pledge is it's not available anymore. It was a DVD and VHS only, and that's it. It's a roadshow film, but we don't have Blu-ray. We don't have 4K. Directed by Sean Penn, who's obviously well known. This freaking movie, I really love it. I praise it greatly. In fact, I would say it's one of my top favorite Jack Nicholson movies up there. And it's not going to be for a lot of people, but for me, have you seen this one, Rob, before I go any further?
Long time ago, back in the video shop.
Yeah, see, Blockbuster.
Preview tape.
So this is about a policeman who's about to retire soon. He's at age, and Jack Nicholson's pretty old in this. He's starting to really show his age, but he's still got it in the performance department. Basically, there's a murder of a young girl, and someone connected to the murder says to Jack Nicholson, "Are you going to find the killer?" And he sort of says, "Well, yeah, lady, I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to do it." And she's like, "Do you pledge your life to do it? Do you promise me that you'll get vengeance? Do you promise to bring peace to my home?" All this stuff. And he says, "I promise." And she says, "No, I want you to pledge. Promise me. Don't just do a piss poor job." And he goes, "I pledge. I promise. I'll do it." That puts a lot of weight on this character because he is very good at what he does. And you see that early on, but he goes down a journey that basically puts him in a very desperate state because he's retiring soon. He doesn't want to retire with loose ends. He made a promise, and this is a man that's a good man and fulfills his promises. But this man gets so desperate to catch the killer that he even puts other people in harm, people that he shouldn't risk in harm, but he wants to get this killer
other
so
little
badly.
girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I know the ending doesn't resonate very well with a lot of people. For me, I think it's really good. It's very clever.
I love it.
Very unexpected. And it's not typical. It's not your typical cliche, oh, that's how it's going to end. Oh, yeah, twist ending. It just ends, and you think that's the ending, right? So Jack Nicholson is really good in this. I love the story of this. Be careful what you promise, but he spirals into sort of madness territory and just puts that pressure all on himself to fulfill a pledge. Really good. If you can find a copy of this on eBay, please watch it. Sean Penn actually directed 2 films with Jack Nicholson. I think this is the better one. The Pledge, I rate it. I would praise it a lot higher than most people for my taste. The Pledge.
Don't make promises.
Brilliant, mate.
That's right. Booyah, The Pledge. I love it.
Don't make promises.
Yeah.
But I do have a promise. I promise I'm probably going to steal one of Adsey's next 2 because he gets 2 in a row. So
Good.
I am going to take 2003's Anger Management.
That was my comedy.
Yeah. So I love a good comedy, but they've got to be good, and usually Adam Sandler does a good job. Jack Nicholson can always make me laugh, and holy shit, he's an arsehole in this. He's an arsehole in this. He is such he's irritating Adam Sandler so much, who has to do anger management because he's been sentenced to it. If you have not seen this comedy, you will piss yourself laughing because just the scene where freaking Jack Nicholson, I'm sleeping in your bed with you.
And I sleep. He says, I sleep in the nude. He takes off his undies and throws them against the wall. And Adam Sandler's doing his famous.
This is just everything about this movie. You will laugh all the way through if you have not seen it. I cannot give spoilers for this film because it's a must see. It's a must movie to put in your box set that you should buy and vote for. And it really was. What, Adsey? What? And it was. And it was. You're going to pick one of my next 2 anyway. This is a must see. You would have seen it. You need to see it. Jack Nicholson is funny as shit. And Adam Sandler's reactions. Oh.
Yeah. It was good for Jack Nicholson's career too, because he hadn't done, like, I know he's done some comedies and stuff, but this was the loudest comedy that I think he's ever done. And to work with Adam Sandler, I just love the fact that he did it. He probably needed a break from doing all the serious stuff, and he would add so much fun. You know, there's other famous actors in this film too, like Heather Graham's in this film, and all these other people randomly pop up. It's such a stupid film, like Jack Nicholson throwing a plate because his eggs aren't done properly, and you know, Adam Sandler thinks he's more upset because he didn't. I said over easy. Yeah. And there's like random singing and like it's fun. Like lighten up if you hate this people. Like go get anger management if you're angry about this film. You know what I'm saying? Like see what I did there? It is fun, man. That's a good pick.
And John Turturro falling out of the tree on. That's funny shit.
John, I can't pronounce his last name. He is freaking awesome in everything he does. He's always in Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
And he was in the Batman.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah.
Adam Sandler's always got his favourites.
Carmine Falcone, I think.
Yeah. It's surprising he played a good freaking serious role there, but fuck, he's funny. He is bloody funny.
I like his comedy more than anything else. I think he's very funny. Sorry, getting off topic from Jack Nicholson, but very good.
No, you're right.
Like, good pick. So many
bloody good movie. You got 2 in a row, Adsey. Try to choose shit ones if you can.
Next, I'm going to go with another Sean Penn directed Jack film, and it's called The Crossing Guard.
Yep, gotcha.
This is in the neo noir part.
I'm helping you. Look. Yeah.
Part 3. Imprints Neo Noir After Dark Part 3 box set.
Is this exclusive, Adsey? It's exclusive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's definitely exclusive.
Exclusive.
But stop it, Pete. So it's about Jack plays. We find out at the beginning he's very depressed for some reason, but it goes into why. And his daughter's just been killed by a drunk driver, and the drunk driver is played by David Morse, Brutal from The Green Mile, big fella. And he's just getting out of prison, and Jack is planning to kill him, execute him with a gun. 7 days he's got it planned in his calendar. He's going to execute him for what he did. and his wife is played by his ex-wife in real life, Angelica Houston, who's fantastic. And you've got such a fantastic cast again in this film, and the film just works for me. It makes me cry every time I watch it, and it's just one of those films where it's devastating to a point of you start crying at the end, because this Jack's performance in it, he's just like, he's so broken, but he's so angry, and I don't want to go into it too much, but it's mainly about forgiveness, this film, and also about that. It's hard to agree with everything, but I kind of do to an extent. And it's just one of those films that really gets under your skin, and it makes you think about stuff that you don't really want to think about. But it's Sean Penn again. He knows how to direct a film. You think The Pledge, you think this, Crossing Guard, you think Into the Wild, and he's a fantastic actor as well. But brilliant film. I'm not going to spoil too much because not many people have seen this one, but brilliant.
I couldn't get myself a copy of it.
It's because
you can only get it exclusively in the box set.
In Australia, it's only been released.
It's only been
released in a box set.
Ooh.
Yeah, the box set's worth about, was it 200? I saw what you did there. I'll play that game. It's about $250, man. But if you want this, that's the price of what it is in Australia. It's about $200 to $250. I actually only just watched this for the first time this week, leading up to this, and I've been wanting an excuse to watch it. So thank you. But my favourite scene, it's early in the film. Jack Nicholson visits his ex-wife, played by Angelica Houston, and he's sort of clicking his hands together, and he's like, "I've got great news. Like, I got big news. Like, I got great news." Yeah. And she's like, let's hear it." And he goes, "He's out." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "He's out." And he's referring to the guy that's been released from prison for killing his kid. And Jack Nicholson just says, "I got great news." He goes, "He's out, and I'm going to kill him." And he's grinning about this. He's excited. You think he's going to talk about work or promotions, or he's just received some money. No, he says, "I got news." He's like, "Someone's out and I'm going to kill him. I got a gun, I'm going to kill him." And she thinks he's an idiot. She's actually
she can't believe it.
And
she's literally
he reacts in a way, he's like, "What's your problem? I got good news. I'm doing this for you." Like, and there's this, like, goes nuts. So his mindset at the very beginning, like, he is a broken, hurt, suffering kind of guy. Like, he's broken inside. He's had a loss. It is tragic. It's nothing to be funny about. But the position he's in, waiting to conduct revenge and thinking about it, he's been festering on it. He's a different kind of human being to begin with. He's not in a good place, to the point that he's saying, "I got good news. I'm going to go murder someone. You should be happy too." And he's grinning. And so Jack Nicholson is very good. And it's a very emotional film. Like Adsey said, you will get emotional from this movie. Great pick, man.
Did you like the ending? Pete, did you like the ending?
Yes and no. I liked the ending of the film. I didn't like some of the subplots. Like, if I had to review it, the film sort of gets off a little tangent. Like, we see Jack Nicholson at work a few times, a little irrelevant. We see Jack Nicholson, in a bar watching chicks strip and hanging out with other chickie babes because he's quite wealthy. There's things
guy, he doesn't like a story. He doesn't like a good story. Come on, it's a part of the story.
I love the story. I'm loving the story, but I don't love the subplots. And I think there's a few moments where it's like, can we get back to the emotion? Can we get back to the plot? Can we get back to the story, please? Like, So there's some subplots here. Like there's a full scene where someone is being rude in Jack Nicholson's jewelry store.
And he rips the ring off.
It's kind of fun. But I'm thinking that's just 7. Yeah, that's like 7 minutes that it's funny, but it's not needed, and it didn't help the plot. So I was kind of like, can we just the story? Hey,
come on.
We're gonna get some sound bites one day.
Shut up, bro.
I want to watch it, but I couldn't get my hands on that one. Adsey, what's your 4th pick?
All right.
Make it good. Come on.
It's kind of
I'm sweating now because it goes downhill from here.
Yeah. Right. Oh no, there's still a few.
No, I'm gonna go Wolf. Yeah, no,
I can hear the dog barking.
yeah, no. Because we did talk about it on last week's, but I think that I wanted to save it for this one because I think Jack's performance is fantastic. You know, and just like some of the behavior he does and the acting he does in certain situations, like when he sleeps for like 15 hours straight and wakes up and has sex with his wife. It's so well done, and the way he bites undoes her blouse or whatever nightie with his teeth, and it's just, and then leading up to certain stuff like when he starts like his ears start going and he can hear everything. Yeah, how the fuck can you drink tequila at this time in the morning?
Yeah,
and,
He can smell people's breath.
and he can smell the tequila and the coffee and just shit like that. And it's like, I find this film, as you guys know, because I gave it 5 out of 5, and I've watched it so many times, and it was one of those ones I was introduced to as a kid because it's not like graphically violent, it's not terribly over the top, sexy wise. There's some sexy stuff in it, but James Spader has always freaked me out ever since this film, and he's one of my favorite actors because of this film. He is as good as Jack in it. That's the biggest compliment I can give an actor. His baddie, Stuart Swinton, in this, it's one of my favorite baddies of all time, and the change he has as well, like Jack does, and the scene where Jack jumps up the stairs because Stuart Swinton, this is a minor spoiler, is he's like Jack's golden boy who he's mentoring. And Stuart Swinton, James Spader's character, cheats on his wife, and Jack jumps up the stairs like a wolf and confronts him and bites him on the hand, and it's just some of the shit in this. It's like, and Michelle Pfeiffer, I mean, she is so good in it, and she's got those Catwoman vibes, and I mean, she's gorgeous. Yeah, she's rad. But wicked film. I'll shut up because we talked about it last week. But love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you got it this time round, man. Because I had it there and I was like, I could really do it. I was like, nah, just sit off a bit. It's some good stuff. I'm glad you got it.
I was going to pick it next. You're a real piece of work.
Right.
About time he got you.
I know. But I'm happy with this.
I'm going to comedy with last. Ooh. I'm going with Tim Burton's Mars Attacks.
What? That's 3, isn't it? You just do 2?
That's great. You just did 2. You did Crossing Garden Wolf.
Yeah, you did. You just pulled out the third one out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's great.
Like, he's up, so you're 10, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got done 4. Oh,
you've been locked in that cupboard for too long.
I thought I dropped the mic there. No, I haven't. I'll pick it back up.
We're not done yet.
You just got a dunk down on the screen. This is great because Adsey, thanks for reminding me of that movie.
Oh, no.
Funny enough, it wasn't my next pick. My next pick was actually from 1978. Going South. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but the lack of men left from the Civil War. You guys have seen it?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah.
So the lack of men left from the Civil War. Women, if you're about to get hung or executed, women are allowed to claim you, right? And Jack Nicholson is dirty as all hell. Like, he looks like a hobo. He looks dirty. This is the old Western days. And, old lady claims him just as he's about to get hung, and he's like, yes, and then she has a heart attack, and then he has to go back up on the gallows. He's like, no, and then this hot chick freaking claims him, takes him back to his farm to do work in the mines for him, and then it just goes crazy from there because he is just a slob. He wants to get it on with her, but she's only saved him so she could get free labor out of him to marry him. But then old friends come and visit. They're trying to freaking build a rail track through the. This is just fun. If you have not seen this, it's hilarious. He goes to there's this one line I just pissed myself laughing. He says to one of his old friends, this chick, And when she's about to get arrested or go away or whatever, and he's like, I'd like to thank you because you're the first girl that I slept with that I didn't have to pay for. I'll always remember you as the first girl I slept with that I didn't have to pay for. And she's like,
that's kind of like one of the truest lines of all time.
fucking cold. I was in tears, and she was she was horrible looking too. But
I need to check this one out.
this has got John Belushi, Christopher Lloyd, Danny DeVito. All these bangers are in it, man. Like all those guys are in it.
I want to say it. Yeah.
Mary Steenburgen plays Julia, the one that saves him from getting hung. She's in Last Man on Earth, that comedy show, where she's a lot older, but she's really, really young in this and fucking gorgeous. So I had to look her up. I was like, holy shit, she looks familiar, and I was like, oh fucking hell, it's her. Yeah, but
she's a great actress. Yeah.
Heaps of good ones in it, and John Belushi's pretty funny. He doesn't do much, but he just plays. He's got like a black. You can see they've drawn black texture on the front of his tooth to make it look like he's got no tooth. He's like, oh boy, he's playing the cowboy, but fucking great. Watch it.
Very good.
Love it. Going south.
Yeah, I'll be watching it again very shortly. Yeah.
Going
Very
south.
cool.
All right, what do you got? You got two in a row, Pete. Make Adsey cry.
So this is my last two, is it?
Yep.
Well, you know what? I'm going to pick not Mars Attacks, because that movie could eat me, man. I saw that in cinemas and I bloody hated it. I felt bad when it took me to see it. I hate it. Hate it.
Yeah.
That movie, hate it. I saw that in cinemas and sure, Jack Nicholson and his double part's great, but can't pick it. I am going to pick the other film that's on this box set, which is about SCHMIDT.
That's
Have you seen
great film? Yeah.
2002. Let's keep it really brief because we're probably going a little bit long in the show now. But basically, it's about a man whose daughter is getting married to a guy with a mullet, and he owns a lawn mowing shop, or he works at a lawn mowing shop. Jack Nicholson, his character, is very angry, bitter, hates his life, thinks his life sucks, thinks everything around him sucks. If you love Kathy Bates, you're going to like this movie because she's in a spa. But in all seriousness, the thing that's really good about this film,
she's gorgeous.
This has always resonated with me, is that Jack Nicholson's character at one point is flicking through his junk mail, and there's an opportunity to donate some money to a third world country or to someone that needs it, and he does it like a bit of an FU, like whatever, move on. So he puts money in an envelope and he sends it. This happens at the start of the film. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to try and explain it without spoiling it. But, this is a character that's bitter for the entire runtime. And, of course, there's a nice tie-in at the end. Very clever. Hard-hitting. A positive message is given to the world. And, this guy sort of thinks, well, is my life really that bad? It is bad, but someone, it's that famous quote, whoever's, you think you're having a bad day, someone out there's got it worse than you. And it's a nice, reminder of that sort of saying. So Jack Nicholson's really good in this. I love that he just consistently is pissed at everything. He hates the lawnmower, mullet, son-in-law, played by, is it Dylan McDermott or something like that? It's really funny.
I can't remember who plays that.
I forget who it is, but it is good. I like it. You're not going to watch it over and over again, but just a single viewing, you will enjoy what it has to offer. So
100%. We only watched it last year because it was online to watch, and you watch it and you go, typical company you work for so many years don't give a shit when you leave, no appreciation, and then and now he's retired and he has to figure out what he's going to do, and Kathy Bates, well, yeah. But I'm not going to get too much into it because it is something you need to watch. But
Adsey,
she's fantastic. Kathy Bates is fantastic in it. Don't get me wrong.
It's right up Adsey's level, mate.
Shut up.
Ugh. But I was really entertained in this one.
She's a gorgeous woman.
She is
a gorgeous woman.
Totally.
I want to be fed pudding by her.
Well, speaking of Kathy Bates, I mean, if you guys could have a. Speaking of gorgeous, do you know who's not? Helen Hunt.
Don't you fucking. You know I have to do it on the screen. Hold on.
So if you're watching, I was bracing for it. I mean, you'd rather be at a spa with Kathy Bates, but here we are. So for those watching, we're not a fan of Helen Hunt. You'll learn about that more as you go back. Yeah, this is right for it. This is also exclusive, It's from Imprint Films. Look, as good as it gets. A great performance from Jack Nicholson and very well acknowledged through award community. He's brilliant. So he's got a compulsive disorder. He can't walk on lines on the road. He has to wash his hands 100 times. He goes up to the light switches and he's got to go on, off till he feels peaceful about it. You know, he does the same things every day. He hates his neighbours. He's a grouch again, which again, there's a common theme about Jack Nicholson being grumpy and grouchy and moody and foul. This is also his element. But things change for Jack Nicholson's character and he has to learn to get out of his comfort zone, and he starts a romance with, I don't know why you would, but he starts a romance with Helen Hunt. And look, I'll be honest, if I could just take the shield down for a bit, the chemistry between him and her is really good. Shield back up, she's a mole. But it is a great film, and you know, he discovers love and he discovers change, and even though he struggles to embrace it, he really pushes himself to really go further, and you know, he sort of grows a heart and everything that goes with it. But his performance is, you know, it's funny, but it's also serious. And the things he says to people, the things he does, like he grabs a dog and throws it down the chute of his apartment building, like, rack off. He just doesn't want to do anything with the dog. Yeah. He's very mean, but he's also
he's classic
with his timing. And I mean, he's iconic also for the glasses scene, right? On his forehead, does the eyebrows, goes down.
Yeah.
You know, it's really good. Check that one out. As good as it gets. What if it's as good as it gets?
I'll try and do it with these.
Yeah. Careful. Oh, that's it. First try. You method actor, you.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it again.
Nailed it. Oh. That's going to keep him occupied all night now. But yeah, that's me done and dusted. That's my 5. I think that's I'm sorry it's got Helen Hunt in it, but
what the hell, Pete?
You always like to end your box set with something freaking odd, don't you?
Well, if it's not Zoolander 2, it's going to have Helen Hunt in it. If it doesn't have Helen Hunt in it, it's going to be a spoofy. I'm trying to please the other people in the house, Rob. You know, the Kates of the world out there.
Not us.
Not us. Yeah, trying to please the Kates of the world. That's what we're trying to do. So, yeah.
Shut up.
But anyway, yes, something random on the 5th will always be in there. Always for me.
Hey, you got balls, Pete. I'll give you that.
Well, I'm not getting any votes, man, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Bringing that woman on the show, you got balls, mate. Yeah,
I do. I definitely got balls, man. So, you know.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
What do I go for my last one here?
Not Mars Attacks, please don't. No,
I'm not choosing Mars Attacks. I'm gonna go. Jack Nicholson isn't in this like lots, but he is one of the kind of main characters. He's not the main biker, but I'm going to go with 1969's Easy Rider.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that it got this far down the track, but it isn't one of his greatest performances. But Dennis Hopper and who's the other biker, Adsey? The main
Peter Fonda.
Yeah.
And Dennis Hopper. Peter Fonda, Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the two main bikers that are going from state to state, and they've picked up Jack Nicholson on the way. Yeah, they've met Jack Nicholson and picked him up on the way. So Jack's learning the whole biker, the biker lifestyle, the biker way as he's getting lift on the way on the bikes. It's fun. It's very hippie-ish. Like I said, Jack Nicholson isn't one of the main ones because everyone's focus is Hopper and Fonda. But I think his performance is good because he's more of a business guy, Adsey, in this one. Business, because he's not the main biker. He's he's one of the business guys.
They run into him, but he's got the same thought processes, the two of them, and and something's happened. I'll let people discover this one because it's a great film. But yeah, something's happened to him where he's kind of nomad now.
Is it? Okay.
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Go.
It's dragged out.
It is dragged out.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's not one of my folks, but
no.
It's definitely a piece of cinema that you should watch. You know, just to see what they were doing. You know, and I think it was directed by Dennis Hopper. Don't quote me on that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Really?
I haven't seen it. I've actually been holding off because 4K just came out of it as well in Australia. Like literally, I think it's this week or last week. So Easy Rider is now available on 4K. I've got the Blu-ray, and of course, stupid me, I've been holding off for the 4K before I experience it for the first time. But yeah, Dennis Hopper did direct that one, indeed, 100%.
There you go. No, I like this movie. I thought it was good. 1969. Got to have an old school one in there, and it was different performance from Jack, but it's still a good one. It's still a good movie because it's very hippie-ish, but it's very. I thought it was very long and drawn out, but it's still good to have on the end of your box set over Helen Hunt.
Oh yeah. Or Mars Attacks.
What do you got, Adsey? Is your last one?
Don't do it.
Well,
please do.
Because Pete's had such a very negative reaction to Mars Attacks. I'm not doing Mars Attacks.
No, don't let others influence you. Don't. No, you've missed the moral of the story.
I've actually thought of a better one, and one that I've watched more than Mars Attacks. And this one, I mean, it's not Oscar winning, but Jack's front and center, and it's absolute fun as shit. And it's Something's Got to Give. And for me, it's just 100% fun. And like, you've got the likes of Jack, Diane Keaton, Keanu Reeves, Amanda Peet, and it's about Jack, who's like this rich record producer who's dating Amanda Peet, and he's going to meet Amanda Peet's mum, who's Diane Keaton's mum. She's the mum in it, and it's a romance. It's a comedy. Keanu Reeves is fantastic in it as well as a doctor, and it's just a feel-good gem. It really makes you feel good, and a lot like that one with Jack Nicholson and that other woman in it that Pete mentioned. But it's like that sort of formula, and it's super fun, and a fantastic film if you just want a smile on your face, and you want just great performances by everyone all around, not just Jack and Cuba Gooding Jr. Right, they're the two superstars in Something's Got to As Good as It Gets. And Greg Kinnear is fantastic in As Good as It Gets. Greg Kinnear is fantastic.
You feel so sorry for him, man.
Yeah, you
feel so sorry for him. Like, it's just so sad.
I can't.
Hey, look, your
it's
last
coming
pick,
back
boy.
to me a little bit.
Helen Hunt, Diane Keaton. Well, I had just freaking dirty, sloppy hippie girls as my co-stars, so Easy Rider.
There's a trend happening here.
No, come on. Diane Keaton.
Kathy Bates is the queen, and that's the main thing we take away from the show.
No, she's
that's good. I haven't seen Something's Got to Give in ages.
Same. Good rom-com from what I remember.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
In the tradition of like what women want, it's that sort of sweet rom-com, bit over the top, bit silly, bit corny. But I remember Jack was, again, just dancing away in his lounge room with the chickie babes, whatever, and it's just, he is in his element once again in that film, so.
No, it's just
that's our box sets. Boys, as an honourable mention, I was tossing up between Easy Rider and The Witches of Eastwick because I do like me a little bit of, Michelle Pfeiffer. But that was good fun as well. But I had to put the classic in my box set because people want to see that. And The Last Detail was good as well. That was good fun. But what I wanted to friggin' bring up, which I didn't get a chance to watching, and I'm pretty sure you guys got an exclusive from somewhere, was Missouri Breaks. With Marlon Brando. I never got to see that.
It's over there.
Not me. Not me. Just Adsey on that one. Adsey gets all the exclusives.
Any good?
Stop that. Jack and Marlon, and it's a Western.
Apparently it's great.
I haven't seen it yet either, but
you haven't cracked it?
No.
I've
cracked it, but I haven't. I've cracked the set, but I haven't watched that particular one. I've watched Last Tango in Paris.
Set. There's like 8 movies in the box, man. Like, it's a big set.
It is, There's 5 films in a 2.5 hour documentary. So but it's an exclusive, and it's quite phenomenal.
Kate would love it. Well, don't forget too the bucket list too. That's another one we didn't mention. The bucket list.
Oh shit! I forgot about the bucket list.
Yeah, that's great.
That was funny.
Yeah,
you chose Helen Hunt over the bucket list.
I haven't seen the bucket list.
Over God. God's in that. God's in the bucket list.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
God's in the bucket list. So let's put up the box sets. Peter, 2 weeks in a row against first place, first pick. He got The Shining, Chinatown, The Pledge, About Schmidt, and As Good as It Gets.
I'm just hearing fire right now. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah, I only heard 4 of those, but they're fantastic.
Maybe read a Kathy.
If you want. Hey, he likes to put the last disc in where people will throw it in the bin. If he wins, if you win with a Helen Hunt one,
I'm not going to win. We all know I'm not going to win.
You got to get close.
And The Pledge. I've got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Batman from '89, Anger Management, Going South, and Easy Rider.
Beauty.
And Adsey's got A Few Good Men, The Departed, Crossing Guard, Wolf from 1994, and Something's Gotta Give.
Beautiful.
Something's Gotta Give.
Something for everyone in that box set.
Vote, not if you want to vote.
Thanks, mate.
Which box set would you buy? Which box set would you buy? Go down in the community section now. Press thumbs up first, and vote. Vote on what one you would buy. What one would you want?
Hard.
Do you want a night? Do you want a night with Helen? Do you want a night with Helen? Then click this way. Click over here. Click over here. Do you want a night with Diane? Go over here. Go over here. But do you want a night with Kid Passenger? Oh, click right here. Yeah, Batman '89. Yeah,
you need to do some sexy voiceovers. I mean, you're missing your calling voice, man.
That was magical.
Kim Passenger.
I'm getting flustered.
Do it slowly. Do
it. All right, like, subscribe, do what the fuck you want. Walkden Entertainment, Adsey 30, Blood Popcorn 1. I had to think about what mine was, all on Instagram. Like, subscribe, go vote, do what the fuck you want. We're out of here. This has been a long episode. Next week's going to be a banger. Don't miss it. Make sure you click a thumbs up and vote. Man,
thanks for watching.
Do you want me to slap you? Come on. See you.